Hi everyone. So I've been traveling over the past week and I've had a little bit of time to reflect upon what I call the power of pause. I came across a little bit of a video from the Ramayana. Now, for those of you who are aware, Ramayana is the story of Lord Ram and how he kills the demon Ravan. But there is this incredible moment when Ravan's on his deathbed and Lord Ram approaches him and asks him for advice on how to be a good king. And it's incredible advice that Ravan gives him. You see, he says that for a good king, it is crucial to pause because evil actions invite haste, while actions that are meant for good are often procrastinated upon by leaders. Most leaders tend to delay actions that are actually meant for the greater good. And Ravan says that knowing the difference between the two is the mark of a good administrator. The power of pause is all about letting your emotions settle down and your thoughts rise. It's that space where you can reflect, where you can ensure that your actions align with your values. Think about those moments. Think about those moments in conversations when things get intense. That's when the power of pause can work wonders. It's your chance to just take a step back mentally and look at the big picture. So here are some practical tips that I've often resorted to on how to bring a power of pause into your conversations. The first one, whenever I feel that the tension's rising, that my emotions are bubbling up, I often repeat the statement that is being said by my colleague with whom I'm engaged in dialogue. It's amazing how something as simple as that can not just help you pause, but also force you to reflect upon the perspective from which the other is coming. The second one is during emails. When I find that I'm reading an email that's inviting a lot of anxiety in me, that's inviting a little bit of an immediate reaction to me, I actually quickly typed out A, B, C, D, E to the letter Z and then start writing the email. And lastly, a reflection on values. It's useful to ask yourself if what you're about to say or what you've typed out aligns with your values and the bigger picture of who you want to be in the circumstance. Sometimes that path allows you to see a more constructive resolution to the entire problem itself. The power of pause, you see, is an amazing tool that can be leveraged. You know what's magical about the power of pause? It's also a moment of learning. It's in those tiny spaces of reflection that you and I can continue to grow as leaders. So I want to invite you to embrace the power of pause, not as a hesitation, but as a moment of reflection that will eventually lead to wisdom. Build a little bit of space between reaction and response, and you'll find that your leadership truly flourishes. And here's the most wonderful part. When you as a leader embrace the power of pause, you set an example as well. Your team sees the value in thoughtful decision making and communication. And that's how the ripple of growth will spread. So cheers everyone. Keep learning, keep growing.